as a branch, and we relate with our bigger brothers, but somehow I find it easier to deal with one point person who is still a member of Mbudca Cameroon. So people shouldn't forget that Mr. Fombe is still an active member. He's a chief of Tom Funds of Tom Funds, so still a global member of Mbudca Cameroon. Don't worry about my terminology. When I mean Mbudca Cameroon, I mean Mbudca at home. So I'm just using different words here. So don't read too much into the fingerprint of what I say. But again, coming as us as Mbudca USA, which is a tiny branch of Mbudca in general, our goal is to do our best, is to be able to do so many things. But as you all can see, there's so much to be done. We need to start somewhere. We collectively decided that some emergent thing like the toilet, which relates to hygiene, relates to health, it's a place to touch at this time. Unfortunately, the time we made that decision, the toilet at the health center was not at least we didn't know at that time. Let's put it that way. I don't know exactly when it collapsed, which I saw that today, but we did not know at that time it would have been part of the project. Anyway, I guarantee by September that toilet will be up. Just like yeah. So I want to thank my brothers and sisters there in the United States for their effort coming up. Us, we raised these funds to be able to do this. And I want to go back and I want this should be officially handed to the school by our Commander-in-Chief in the person of His Royal Highness Fonmo Kurukan.
Well, on behalf of the Traditional Council of Elders, the Council of Tumfo, we appreciate what you of the USA are doing for the benefit of our children and the entire community. Just go ahead. We are behind you. Truly, you are the political wing of the village, of the traditional administration here. And we are seeing what you are doing. We are proud of you. We continue to pray for more. And we still need more. What you are doing, we are so happy. Everybody, the children, they are happy. To conclude all, I say thank you. Tumfo, hand this to the principal, who is the prince, and Pata here of Chubo.
Mr. Principal, the entire school administration and the teachers, on behalf of the fund, I hand over to you the keys of this toilet, and we hope you're going to make the best use of them.
Students, the staff, and above all, my hierarchy, because I'm here representing the Minister of Secondary Education, we want to thank you for this wonderful gift. It's very timely. We cannot enumerate the number of projects that Mbudca in particular, and Mbudca USA in particular, and Mbudca Cameroon in general have done for this school. We want to say that we're going to make good use of this toilet, and Mr. President, like Oliver Twist, we're asking for more.
Thank you.
Okay, I think those who cannot go up the hill, because we are going to have
Good, that's what you should tell it, because they cannot inform the
for now, we have these two. The rest, this 1, 2, 3, Appentum 3s. Then the rest Appentum 3.
Okay, let's go rewinding a little bit. We sent 6 computers.
Yes, 2 are in the office. One of these is in the office there. The other one is in the secretary.
Okay.
For the GCE, we did 30 students, and each student was 32.
All right,
each student is supposed to sit in it.
Okay.
Yes. But if the machines are not enough, they always need us from 20. If they are 20, they write in two sessions. Yes, the first 6 hours.
So you can make it 16.
16,
So,
yes.
struggle that the key of the movies.
Okay.
Somebody we should handle some care there. Because it's nice of us. Actually, when he was said that he came talking to me that what have I done?
They run to the main tank, which is towards part-time there.
Okay. Then get distributed too.
Yeah.
Okay, very awesome.
Where's Loto? Loto, eh? But no, come here, but explain to the president. About fee, after fixing them kids, Bob almost. What am I in your committee way? Okay, fine, man. Okay. Okay, Prince President.
Let me pass it. Then you have an overflow inside the tank. It's outside. That's it. Above this level to one certain level, the overflow. No, cannot. No. This place now, that is the irrigation tank.
Without any interruptions. That is our goal. Okay. And I want to thank everybody involved in this construction of this catchment and the flow of our community water to the village for the benefit of our village and everybody. I also personally want to thank Mr. Fombe. He actually is the spearhead of all of the successes that we've had here in terms of organization, administration, and supervising all of this to see that we get the best. I want to thank everybody and that involvement. Then, as I alluded earlier, I already thanked Mr. Fombe because for any success in anything, you must have a leader or somebody who is willing to take that pain, willing to share that sacrifice, who is committed, thank you, to get this job done. And I believe he is that person who have done that to this, what we have today. I want to thank them, thank my brothers in the United States. This is their effort. I'm just the spokesperson for them. It's not my money. I'm very happy, and I will, on that note, I would like to hand over to the keys to Prince G, who I think he's the chief of
Water Management Committee.
He's the head of the Water Management Committee. Yeah. So I'll hand him over the keys. And I would like to, as we alluded, this is an area you can poison the whole village. Yes, so we should all be very careful about that. Thanks to Malex who brought up that point. The first thing we want to do is to find a way to properly secure this thing as soon as we can, both from everybody. We'll try to do it. I'll still depend on my Mr. Fombe to see how we can quickly get that done, because we don't want to create something for goodness, then very soon it becomes a problem. Yeah. So we should keep all of this. Those who are here, keep it a secret, because the more people know, some can just deliberately do it without before we get there. So please. So Prince and the chief for the water thing, I know that they chose you to lead that because you have some interest, expertise in that area, and know how to properly secure the thing. And thank you very much for getting that position.
We are now back in Mbudca Palace after visiting the various projects around, and there will be a walking session here now with the Mbudca elites and the delegation from US. You can have a view of the palace, or the Mbudca Palace.
So we are very grateful for this wonderful patient most of you have executed since 10 o'clock. We were to have this meeting at 10, but we want to apologize that we are starting now because we underestimated the distances and the difficulty of getting to the catchment. But we are grateful that we are here, and we assume that each one of us, the both woman or man, had sacrificed today for this occasion. So we'll go straight into the program. For those who have it, not everybody has the program, but I'll just run down the program very quickly. We'll have a prayer. We'll have a word from the
proprietor and the manager of the Rescue Life to actually step on the stage and talk about Rescue Life. Then I, as the medical director of Rescue Life, I will try to flesh it up with a lot of medical issues that concern everybody in this house. I am, as he said rightly, I'm a flight surgeon with the United States Air Force, but in my civilian life, I'm a medical doctor with interest in cardiovascular medicine. So today, I will be talking about cardiovascular stuff. Briefly, generally, and more or less, things for you guys to watch out, primary prevention. It's not like medication or consultation stuff, no. Just basic things, basic knowledge for everybody to understand. There might be some other doctors in the room like Dr. Achu. This will be just, this is something you already know. But there are a lot of other people who also will benefit. But this is in the umbrella of Rescue Life. This is part of the team. This is part of what we do. So I would like Malik and Tina to, first of all, bring up Rescue Life. See, Malik is the proprietor of Rescue Life, and Tina is his partner who works together to push this idea of Rescue Life. Thank you.
I will talk for Pidgin as we continue last year in a common language, everybody understand, national language. Yeah, I became here last year with a big appetite for introducing this program because I know say it be very important for all communities for the world, not just Bakochu, but all communities. And we not get full house like this last year, but I'll be happy soon I turn up and we now take the program seriously as we don't take it. I'll be president for Rescue Life. I will bring up the program. I tell my friend, my best friend, and my brother, Dr. Kisop Nelson Awe, and he support me and encourage me. I come back and I'll be happy when I support. When I give me last time, and I don't get messages when I continue this commitment for the program. So this program be more starting with pre-hospital health care. When about emergency, those things that if you do, while you're there for village, you'll be far away from advanced hospital there for town before they give you advanced care.
In life, I'll try to introduce some small way they do. Rescue Life is a community-based organization where they out to help people in the inside community for support them with pre-hospital healthcare activities. When I talk about the support of pre-hospital healthcare activities, I mean say that they are to give education for people in the inside community, for make people they know which way they don't know. Because something they way with the die way we don't know which way they cause. Sometimes they way we get some problem, we don't know side to go. Sometimes they way something we do using a some form of witchcraft. But through this education, sensitization, identification, referral, you'll be able to know where to go and which to do when you get a problem. For example, if you want to walk up a road, see some man don't fall, he don't collapse. Then you see the person, you don't know you think to do. Maybe if you get some basic knowledge about first aid, you will help that person or save that person in life. Like
what Malik brought up with the Rescue Life was a way to help us to step from pre-hospital, what just means if something happens to you now, by the time you reach the hospital, if somebody does something now, you have a higher chances of surviving when you reach in the hospital. That's what pre-hospital means. So what he's doing, they've gone in, they've elaborated on beyond pre-hospital, they've done about rehabilitation and other stuff. That's just expanding on the organization, which is good. But I'm more focused now to talk about just the pre-hospital stuff. And also, on some of the things you mentioned, that they put in a lot of work. This is a German thing they're doing. Nobody's paying them. So I believe that when they make up their time, sacrifice their time to come here, to educate you guys, to help you guys, the best you guys can do is to just show up and listen and show some interest, so that at least you can encourage them to do more. If people don't show that interest, then what happens? They feel that they're just doing this and nobody's listening, so they withdraw. And this is a very important piece that I believe that this should be more of the government helping to do this, because they don't have any source of income. They do this out of their own pocket. They need people to help them. So even if they come here, maybe some of the communities, I ourselves, and today I'll say Mbudca USA is going to donate $250,000 to rescue lives. If you look after your heart very well, you will live longer. You might have a lot of jiga in your food can be looking this way, but your heart is able to dare to take you to do whatever you're doing. You're able to go to the farm, you're able to do things, you're able to climb the hill. Today we just did a lot of exercise that I believe that my heart has been looked after well, because I wouldn't have been able to climb those hills. This I have pictures. We don't have a slideshow, so the best we can have is having these pictures. These pictures will be given to Rescue Life. It's a property of Rescue Life. I believe he plans to give it to the schools, because the aim of these things as well is to educate our young children, because our goal, the best way you can invest in a community or in a family is to educate your people. That's why our interest and all what we do is to be able to educate our people. So this talk is not just about the people who fall, it's about education, particularly to the kids, but also to everybody who is here. So, we're talking about the heart. This is the structure of the heart. Now, a lot of people are very far back there, they don't see it, but that's the best I can do. It's a muscular pump that helps to pump the blood through the whole body. Alright? It has so many, the next slide shows you, it's like what we have there in the catchment area. The water, that's the main pump reservoir area where the water goes. Then these are all the various channels that the water goes to. So these ones we call, this is called the vascular tree. Now, you have arteries which takes oxygenated blood and veins which take this deoxygenated blood. You don't need to know that. Just know that this is all the cardiovascular tree. So, what that means, if you don't take good care of your heart, the problem can start in your heart, then you have what you call heart attack. If, for some people, their heart gets spared, if it happens to your brain, you get stroke. If it happens to your leg, you have what you call peripheral arterial disease, or PAD. If it happens to your stomach, you have what you call AAA, or aortic aneurysm. So those are the things. So if you take care of this, you help yourself throughout. This is just the vascular tree. Now, this other picture tends to show you a little bit about what happens if you don't take care of your heart. And we'll talk about what do I mean by taking care of your heart. There are so many things that are very prone to interfere with the way your heart works and all the channels, the arteries. And what that just means is that that insulin that you produce is not reacting, not doing what it's supposed to do for some reason. So what happens? You started producing more. So at the end of the day, your type 1 diabetes, you just get medication. Within 20 years period, your reserve of production of that insulin will burn out, then you end up needing insulin. But the same ball game. They all lead to the same thing. They keep a lot of sugars in your bloodstream. You glycosylate your hemoglobin. Then at the end of the day, your arteries get clogged and you get a lot of problems. So diabetes is a very, very bad thing.
We got 15 computers there. And then the new computers is where they bring them. They bring 5 new computers. Over the time we'll distribute them. This time, so now we'll think about maybe primary school. No, we'll check. We'll see. Alright, so the major thing when we convene this meeting now today, let's say, maybe we can't tell them, say, thank you now. They say, may they construct toilet for primary school, toilet for GHS for students, and water catchment for Chobo. And so, as those things they go on, the water they come this side, go down to Winkle, they're going to flow normally. And we want to thank the palace and the traditional council, where they don't put in place a water management committee. favorite teammates, because some people are gonna have, they will go lock up, or you push back, stand up for your friends, stand up for the next water. That one will stop with this village. Hello? That is now.
I know he didn't know how to carry and feed them. Because we know say Mbudca US in our power. Now they give you power, not so. So we did proud for second day. So one tell doctor we say when they go, hey, thank the brother and sister them for this. So we give them big thanks for all the work that they do. If I want to get only one small company, me as Vice President and Secretary General, we don't come spend the whole day here yesterday. We not see no man. Because we think we want to say yesterday, this 3 days.